Hi everyone, so welcome. So originally I thought I had good news to tell you. Turns out it was a bit premature. So even Andrew Yang himself, like he's done this really nice animation. So as he thought he had four polls that were over 2%. Even I thought he had four polls over 2%. I was actually going to make a video saying, oh, he's actually gone through to the third debate. So the second debate, like he doesn't have to try as hard if he doesn't necessarily want to, or it doesn't matter if he makes a few mistakes. But now that he hasn't got the one of these polls, then he's got a bit more pressure to really deliver on the second debate, and which is tomorrow. So everyone tuning in, hopefully they give him a lot more time, and hopefully he's able to really get that message out there. Out of all opportunities, tomorrow is actually a really good opportunity because Biden is going to be there, and a lot of his followers tend to be people who um, I not to put it in a certain way, but they tend to be like the older generation who do have landlines. So a lot of his supporters would be those, and they will be tuning in. So if Andrew Yang can make a good impression, um, then essentially those if they do extra polls, even if it's is done by landline, you could potentially have a high percentage through that because those supporters generally just watch TV, and there's no better source for them to see Andrew Yang, because if they're not seeing Andrew Yang on the internet and they're not going outside, then they're watching TV, they're watching the CNN debate, and then they see Andrew Yang and think, actually, I might support him. He's got a better chance of doing it better in the polls through that way. So I'd say tomorrow is actually quite critical that he makes a good performance, especially since he's not entirely guaranteed for the third debate. I think he will be alright, but there is a bit more pressure to really deliver tomorrow. And going on the polls, like there's four polls, there's two that include NBC. I think at the end of the day, the DNC is being a bit strict. Like NBC and SurveyMonkey. Like NBC is a qualified pollster. Um, and in here you've got Wall Street Journal and NBC. Wall Street Journal, like these both are considered qualified pollsters. So I'd say, if you could just count this one as NBC and this one as the Wall Street Journal, I think it would be fair to say they're separate polls, and they're probably done in different methods as well. Because SurveyMonkey is definitely online, and this one I'm not entirely sure if it's online, but at the end of the day, like they're fairly separate. Like I'd say just count this as a Wall Street Journal poll and this one as an NBC poll. But obviously the DNC has made their ruling and it doesn't count. So there is an importance to really try to get that extra push for support. So I will be tuning in tomorrow and hopefully it will be a good debate. And I hope you guys will enjoy it as well. We'll hopefully, yeah, I think definitely Andrew Yang's going to get a lot more speaking time than the last one. And I think he's going to be making good use of that. And I think that third poll or fourth poll should be easy. Yeah, no, it's kind of disappointing that one of these polls don't count because I was quite excited and I was actually going to make a video about it. But turns out it was a bit premature, and we're just gonna have to wait maybe another week. But should be all right. He's a strong candidate. The thing is, people just have to hear him speak. They'll hear his solutions and policies and think, this guy's once in a lifetime. You're not gonna get people like this trying to run for the president with this support already. Um, so, he needs to perform well. He needs to really get out there. And then he needs that fourth pole. So I'd say anyone you're trying to convince to vote for Yang, I'd say definitely get them to tune into the debate. Like it's definitely a long debate, but he's likely to get a bit of speaking time. We'll definitely see how this goes tomorrow. There's a bit of anticipation for this. Until then, thank you for tuning in, and until next time.